Good evening, my fellow brothers. Walking the semen retention journey with me, becoming souls of light and love, ascending your spirit. Today is Friday, June 23rd, 2023. And I'm going to give an update on semen retention journey. 256 days now. But guys, you know what? I don't even care. Why don't I care? Because it's just a part of my lifestyle now. I know I'm not going to watch dirty videos and images. I'm not going to release. I'm not going to fornicate. I know that that is behind me and I am no longer a slave to lust. Now, I do have an app that tracks my days. It's important to track your progress, but it doesn't matter to me. I track it as a, you always want to track your goals, guys, when you have goals. But at 256 days, what I want to reflect on the past 256 days. First of all, there's a video from the beginning why I began the journey, and if you watch all my videos, you can kind of track my train of thought. But when I reflect, I started because of the ex-girlfriend, living in a unholy, worldly relationship with her, fornicating, giving her my energy, my semen, my time, my life, giving it to her, and then being betrayed by her. And then after that, I decided, you know what? The ways of the world are no good. I was raised a Christian. I've read the Bible multiple times, but I wasn't practicing it. There's a difference between a practicing Christian and one that professes to be a Christian. There's a big difference, guys. There's only a select few that actually attempt to become one or practice it, to become a soul of light and love, regardless of your religion. This is a spiritual war, we are a spirit. The world is a temporary matrix that was given to Satan. We are fallen humans living in the matrix. I don't want to get into the Adam and Eve and the being born with a corrupt fleshly soul, which that is another topic for another time. I want to reflect on the journey. So it evolved, and at first I was excited about the physical benefits because no priest or pastor ever preached about, hey, if you are celibate and you retain your seed, you're going to receive physical benefits. No, they just preached the negative consequences of, or just like, hey, this is what's commanded in Christianity, do not fornicate. They never gave in-depth reasons. But at first I was excited, and yeah, you in the beginning, you guys, at least for me, I received the physical benefits of testosterone, and it motivated me to hit the gym. It gave me energy, and to this day, I still have that energy, which is great, because think about it. Why do you have the energy? You're not giving away your energy to the spirits of lust. You are no longer a slave. When you were a slave to lust, you were, at least I was, when I was young in college, and I was chasing women. It was all about chasing women and getting laid. Yeah, school was there, and the parties were fun. And I spent a lot of my life chasing tail and wanting to please the flesh. But you get to the point where that is no longer what you want. And so when you decide not to be a slave to lust, then you have energy, because you are giving energy to pursue pleasing your flesh, right? It only makes sense. So you have this energy now to do other things, whether it's your career or whatever you want to do. Okay? And the semen retention journey for me has evolved in having a Christian background, being raised Catholic, becoming a born again Christian, you know, on and on. I don't want to go into details, but I realized that the semen retention journey, which is celibacy in Christianity, is just a part of the whole big picture of your soul ascending to become light and love, guys. And I realized there's the 7 deadly sins. I made a video about this. Now, this is Wikipedia. It says the 7 deadly sins, also known as the capital vices or cardinal sins, is a grouping and classification of vices within Christian teachings. Although they are not directly mentioned in the Bible. What? What did that say? Although they are not directly mentioned in the Bible? Hey, look, I'm going to prove to you right now that they are. These 7 deadly sins are mentioned multiple times in the Bible, you guys. And I'm going to show you just a few verses and prove it to you that they are. So Wikipedia, I don't know. You know, you can't trust everything you read on the internet, especially with the invention of AI now. So anyway, guys, so I realized that the semen retention journey, it's just one piece of the puzzle. We can look at the 7 deadly sins of pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Now, if you can conquer all of these, you're really ascending to become a soul of light and love. And I look back and I was a slave to all 7. Okay? And when you do the semen retention and you're retaining your seed and you're not engaging in lust, you just put away one of the pillars of darkness. Okay? But there's other pillars, guys. And I am working on putting those pillars of darkness out of my soul so I can become a soul of light and love. I've already received my eternal salvation through my belief and faith in Jesus Christ. That's all you need. No works are required. He already paid the price with his blood on the cross. You just need to believe. But I want to become a soul and transcend a soul of light and love. I don't want to be in the darkness. So, we're going to go to the Blue Letter Bible. Might as well start with Ecclesiastes 5, guys. It's very short. Love this. I love this. This chapter 5. The vanity of wealth and honor. Let me quickly read it to you. It's just a few verses. If you see in a province the oppression of the poor and the violation of justice and righteousness, do not be amazed at the matter, for the high official is watched by a higher, and they are yet higher ones over them. But this is gain for a land in every way, a king committed to cultivated fields. He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves wealth with his income. This also is vanity. That one verse just covers the pillar of darkness of greed and pride. Vanity is pride, and being wealthy, not that's greed. Verse 11. When goods increase, they increase who eat them, and what advantage has their owner but to see them with his eyes? Sweet is the sleep of a laborer, whether he eats little or much, but the full stomach of the rich will not let him sleep. Did you just hear that? The full stomach of the rich? That covers the pillar of darkness, or gluttony. The dark pillar of gluttony. Excuse me. Verse 13, there is a grievous evil that I have seen under the sun. Riches were kept by their owner to his hurt, and those riches were lost in a bad venture. And he is a father of a son, but he has nothing in his hand. As he came from his mother's womb, he shall go again naked as he came, and shall take nothing for his toil, that he may carry away in his hand. Well, that's saying, guys, you come into the world naked, you will leave the world naked, and all the wealth and worldly physical possessions you accumulated, you don't take them with you. Only your soul leaves the world. Verse 16, this is also a grievous evil. Just as he came, so shall he go. And what gain is there to him who toils for the wind? Moreover, all his days he eats in darkness and much vexation and sickness and anger. Behold, what I have seen to be good and fitting is to eat and drink and find enjoyment in all the toil with which one toils under the sun, the few days of his life that God has given him, for this is his lot. That is, guys, where life is short. We got a few days. Let's say the average lifespan is, 76 times 365 days. We're talking thousands of days, and then you're gone. Verse 19, everyone also to whom God has given wealth and possessions and power to enjoy them and to accept his lot and rejoice in his toil. This is the gift of God, for he will not much remember the days of his life, because God keeps him occupied with joy in his heart. Guys, if we go to the New Testament, Matthew, 22, verse 36, guys. Let's go there. Teacher, which is the great commandment? So let's start with the verse before that. And one of them, a lawyer, asked him a question to test him. This is Jesus. A lawyer asked Jesus a question to test Jesus. Teacher, which is the great commandment in the law? And he said to them, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets. So that right there, Jesus spoke it. To become a soul of light and love, you do those two great commandments. Love the Lord God with all your heart and soul and with your mind, and then you love your neighbor as yourself. You see the common verb, love. God is love and light. That is God. He is love and light. So, this journey isn't just about semen retention. It is to become a soul of light and love. Okay, guys, if I go to Ephesians 4, verse 22 to 24, it says, to put off your old self, which belongs to your former manner of life and is corrupt through deceitful desires. Let me stop right there. Those 7 deadly sins or 7 pillars of darkness are all deceitful desires, guys. Verse 23, and to be renewed in the spirit of your minds, and to put on the new self created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness. So guys, that is the journey of Christianity. And semen retention, retaining your seed, is one piece of it. Let's go to Mark chapter 7, verse 20 to 23. And he said, what comes out of a person is what defiles him, for from within, out of the heart of man, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, coveting, wickedness, deceit, sensuality, envy, slander, pride, foolishness. All these things come from within, and they defile a person. So there's another verse about these 7 deadly sins. It talks about a few of them right there, guys. So I don't know what Wikipedia is saying, that they're not in the Bible. They are. These are just a few verses. Okay, let's go to another one. 1 John 2:16. So here is, where's 1 John 2, verse 16? You know what? Let's read 3 verses. Do not love the world. What is the world? It's the matrix. It's what we live in. It's what our souls have been born into, the world. So, do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and the pride of life. Did you hear that word, pride? That's one of the 7 pillars of darkness. Is not from the Father, but it's from the world. These 7 pillars of darkness or deadly sins are from the world, guys. Verse 17, and the world is passing away along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever. So, I'm proving to you these 7 deadly sins are mentioned in the Bible, you guys. Okay, how about, did we do Ephesians 4, verse 31? Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you, along with all malice. Well, the Bible just mentioned that 7 deadly sin of wrath. It's right there. It even used the word wrath and anger, clamor and slander, guys. Another pillar of darkness to overcome, to become a soul of light and love. Did we go to Proverbs 19, verse 15? Slothfulness casts into a deep sleep, and the idle person will suffer hunger. What are you talking about, Wikipedia? Proverbs 19, verse 15 just mentions sloth, one of the 7 deadly sins. It's right there. It even says slothfulness. Okay, Wikipedia, I don't know why you say they're not mentioned in the Bible. These are just a few verses. There's other verses about laziness and slothfulness. Okay? Proverbs 14, verse 30, guys. A tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. There's one of the 7 deadly sins, envy, guys. It's mentioned right there, Proverbs 14, verse 30. Okay. Ecclesiastes 5:10, did we cover that? Just going off my memory here. Ecclesiastes 5, verse 10. Yeah, I think we did. We talked about the vanity of wealth and honor. Okay, we already covered that. Proverbs 23, verse 21. Back to Proverbs 23, verse 21. For the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and slumber will clothe them with rags. So it just mentions gluttony, one of the 7 deadly sins of gluttony, mentioned right there, Wikipedia, Proverbs 23, verse 21. So, guys, right now, my stage of my journey is, I've put away the lust. That's not to say I won't fall, guys. I see hot, beautiful women all over the place just like you do, and I'm attracted to them, but I'm not lusting and I'm not chasing them, and I'm not looking to go out and fornicate or fornicate with myself with a screen. No. But I see it, it's a spiritual battle daily. We have to put on the armor of God and go to war with our flesh and the spirits that tempt us. But anyways, at this point, guys, I know the video is getting long, so let me conclude it. I realize gluttony, guys. Let's talk about gluttony real quick. When you're addicted to fapping and porn and fornicating and releasing, you're getting these dopamine hits and you're pleasing yourself. Your mind, your brain has dopamine receptacles, So you get addicted to that. It's the same thing with food. And I realized I was addicted to food, to sugar. Sugar is a drug. My dentist today, when I was at the dentist, told me he runs every day, but he's addicted to sugar and he cannot stop. And he's my dentist. It is a powerful thing, food. Why? It releases dopamine in your brain. People eat for pleasure and for habit and for enjoyment. The body doesn't need to eat all the time. The body can go weeks without eating. The body is an amazing invention and creation by God. And when you practice fasting, you guys, that's what I'm into right now. You put away that pillar of darkness of gluttony, which is eating to please yourself. Okay? It's eating to please yourself, you guys. But when you fast, you get a bunch of spiritual and physical benefits. Hey, let me just give you a few benefits of fasting, and then I'm going to close. Between 13 and 15 hours of not eating, you get human growth hormone, reduced inflammation in your body, fat burning begins, increased ketones, improved energy and focus. At 17 hours, guys, you're getting cellular detoxification, cellular repair, improved immune function, cancer prevention. At 24 hours, you're getting intestinal stem cell regeneration, brain healing, autoimmune healing. At 36 hours, reduced glucose stores, reduced insulin stores, increased fat burning, detoxification, anti-aging. At 48 hours, you're getting reset of your dopamine receptors, reduced anxiety and depression, anti-aging, antioxidant production, HGH, human growth hormone increased by 500%. At 72 hours, you got peak autophagy, immune stem cells, musculoskeletal stem cells, chronic conditions are healing themselves, accelerated healing, guys. God made our bodies to heal and repair. So when you conquer gluttony and you fast, you get those benefits, guys. That's what I'm into now. And combine those, the fasting and all those benefits with semen retention and retaining the life essence in your body, we will truly become truly righteous and holy and powerful like God. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. You have a good night.